Xiang cyperus is also an herb for liver qi constraint, for action impeded, held in the body. But it's not for constraint where you're held down. It's for constraint where every single nerve and muscle fiber is held against every other single nerve and muscle fiber like a giant systemic Velcro. Like even your thoughts and your emotions are just like, it's just frustration. If Chai Hu is more about the feeling of oppression, Xiang Fu is the feeling of frustration, where it's just everywhere you turn, there's more raspberry patch. Things are snagging. It's just like you just, and quite frequently, the Xiang Fu cyperus, they don't usually explode all over the place. They usually snipe and implode. They're just like, imagine that lack of mobility of a raspberry patch or increasing levels of internal Velcro inside of you, getting thicker and thicker and thicker until there's just darkness in your eyes and you just stare ahead of you at the TV set, which is off. Like, that's it. The formula Yueju one, which is a formula for the 5 stucknesses, which is probably the best formula I know for just like, I'm going to call it catatonic rage, where you're just, there's nothing, where you just come to a deep halt. If I had to go into a mental hospital with nothing but a knapsack and one formula, it probably would be that, for that sense of absolute complete futility from 1,000 Velcros just compounding into a black hole of imploded rage depression. It doesn't have to be all the way to catatonia, but there's a kind of black hole, black rage. Everywhere you look, you can't go, you can't get anywhere from here. That I think of Xiang Fu cyperus as being really great for starting to loosen things up in a way that will not harm self or other. It just allows there to be a lot more sense of junction between the liver and the gallbladder. The liver being an as the crow flies meridian, like from here to there, and the gallbladder being the most zigzagified meridian there is. It's like the liver's like, I'm heading this way. And the gallbladder is a really savvy cab driver that can just like wend you around all these different directions. And so the Xiang Fu helps you keep your liver's sense of inner compass, but it brings you up and out into the gallbladder's strategic level of being able to make 3 lefts instead of a right and really not feel at all as though there's any problem with that. Okay. So nothing has changed, but the qi becomes much more limber. And the Xiang Fu cyperus soothes liver qi constraint, basically pretty darn systemically. Fabulous thing.